This is your NBL Canada Week in a Flash. This week's action was highlighted by the gutsy play of the London Lightning, who fought through a not-so-kind schedule that saw them play 3 games in 2.5 days. They started on the road at the Meridian Center to do battle with the River Lions, and it was a play of Nick Corey and his 26 points that helped them edge Niagara 109-103. They'd head back home in front of a packed crowd of 7,700 fans at Bud Gardens and compete with the Moncton Miracles in what would end up being the highest combined scoring output of the season. It was an entertaining affair that would see James Justice and Nick Corey trade shots in the fourth. The Lightning took this one 135-130. The next afternoon, the Lightning hosted the visiting Island Storm, and the 6,500 fans watched Stephen Maxwell garner another double-double of 28 points and 18 rebounds, and his squad picked up the 3rd consecutive win to extend their win streak to 9 in a row. Coach Julius would go on to be named January's Coach of the Month.
And it's not an award that you get without a tremendous organization behind you. You know, we do things, we take care of our guys here, we do things really well here, and as a result, the guys can play at a high level. That's just that's a byproduct of great players, great organization, a great owner. It's just a byproduct of all that stuff.
In their only competition this week, the top 2 teams in the Atlantic Division squared off for a very important matchup. The St. John Millrats took a trip to the Scotiabank Centre to do battle with the Halifax Hurricanes. The Millrats would come out on top, and it was the contributions of newly signed Johnny Mahane that was the difference maker for St. John. He exploded for 26 points while Gabe Freeman captured another double-double of 22 points and 11 boards. Cliff Clinkscales did what he could with a double-double of his own of 18 points and 10 assists. The win gave St. John a full game advantage, and they now only trail the Hurricanes by 1 game in the Atlantic Division standings. The Island Storm hoped that a roster shakeup involving 9 different players would help turn their season around. The moves came in advance of a 2-game Ontario road trip that started in Windsor. With 4 new players in the lineup, it was the vets who delivered and helped secure a 194 road win. Brent Jennings was the top scorer for the Charlottetown Crew with 27 points, while Nick Evans and Brian Addison both had double-doubles. Their Ontario road trip would result in a split, as they would lose to London despite the solid contributions of newcomers George Beeman and Josiah Turner. When it was all said and done, head coach Joe Salerno would become the all-time winningest coach in NBL Canada history.
No, I'm happy about it. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't proud of it. And it's not so much just the wins. It's kind of how I got there with the wins. Staying with the same team the whole time, and the amount of players that I've been able to bring in. No coach gets to that win number without having real talent, and I've been able to get talent over the years. So, a lot of the credit goes to my assistants, Mike Leslie and those guys, and the owner Duncan Shaw. And so, yeah, it's exciting. I'm glad it's over with. To be honest with you, we're just trying to win more games right now. But I have a lot of faith in this league down the road, and I still think it's going to turn into a big thing. So to be at the top of the list in the win column right now is nothing to sneeze at, and I'm happy with it for sure.
In their only game of the week, the Orangeville A's nipped the visiting Moncton Miracles 111-110 on Friday on the strength of Justin Moss's 24 points and 10 rebounds. Lewis Jackson notched a double-double of 15 points and 15 assists, while Flanard Whitfield put in 22 points. Clinton Springer Williams had the game of his life as he hit for 38 points, including going 10 for 12 from three-point range, as the Niagara River Lions claimed a 109-98 triumph over the Windsor Express.
One of the things I hate doing is losing, so I just wanted to win by any means. Points really didn't matter to me, to be honest. I just wanted to win, and I'm just glad that we won the game.
In their second game, Niagara ran into a buzzsaw known as the London Lightning, and despite keeping things close late in the game, the hottest team in the league proved to be too much for them. The Windsor Express had a tough week that saw them drop both of their games to Niagara and the visiting Island Storm, and now fall 2 games below 500 as they head into the annual Clash at the Coliseum event against a team with a 9-game win streak, the London Lightning. And that's your NBL Canada Week in a Flash.